Hi, it's Gwyn and welcome back to the channel. This video is a bit of a different one where I share some personal news, ask a few questions of you and also ask you to consider taking some action, but more of that a little bit later. Now, I've been a Beatle fan since 1977 and being a Beatle fan has brought me into the orbit of some wonderful people who have become some of my most important friends. What a great combination to experience, great friends and the wonderful music of the Beatles. The early 1980s, when Revolver was but a humble fanzine, saw the members of the editorial team forge friendships that have endured to this day. So let's name and shame a few of the team. Firstly, Rob Turner, chief reviewer for the fanzine and someone who has the most extensive Beatle vinyl collection of anyone I know and has huge Beatle knowledge. There's Phil Wood, the Revolver news hound, capable of sniffing out a Beatles news story from incredible distances and a Beatles bibliophile of some prowess. Craig Smith, specialist in all things rare and now US-based collector extraordinaire. Richard Porter, a feature writer for the Revolver fanzine and now recognised worldwide for his Beatle tours of London, which he's been conducting for over 30 years. He's also written a few good books out there, The Beatles Guide to London, and as a co-author for the Beatles' Fab Four Cities. Check them out, why don't you? A few honourable mentions as well for Paul, Joe, Sally and Sarah, Al, may you rest in peace, Carolyn and many others who contributed to the pages of Revolver over the years. We really did have some great fun back then. Isn't it amazing how music and certain songs can evoke a time, a place, or a person special to us? And the music of the Beatles has always been there for me and left markers along life's journey in good times as well as bad. I won't go into particulars here, but here are some songs which have an extra special resonance for me. Penny Lane, Here Comes the Sun, Things We Said Today, Something and Hey Jude. These are just a few Beatle numbers, but there are also solo tracks that have equal significance. And of course other artists too, because believe it or not, my musical tastes do extend beyond the world of the Fab Four. But what about you? What songs in the Beatles catalogue have particular significance to you and form part of your own soundtrack to life? Friends and music also are fundamental supports in difficult times, and we all from time to time rely on these factors to help us get through the challenges we might face. Some of you might notice that over recent videos I've been wearing this badge, which is in support of Prostate Cancer UK. I'm not sure if there is an equivalent in the US or elsewhere in the world, but please let me know if there is. So in January of this year, I received confirmation following some tests that I had prostate cancer. Somewhat of a surprise, but considering my age, it really shouldn't have been. Let me just say that I am actually really quite fortunate in that my cancer is pretty small and slow growing. And I've selected a treatment plan that should guide me through to a cancer-free future. So with a little help from my friends and family, I will make this journey as good as I possibly can, and I'm incredibly grateful to those of you who are aware of my condition, have reached out and offered me support. It really does mean the world to me. Thank you all so much. Thank you too for indulging me as I share my personal story, but it would be really great to know how the music of the Beatles or someone you might have got to know through the Beatles community has helped you when you've found yourself in times of trouble. One thing that I've learned from launching this channel and viewing the analytics related to it is that the standout demographic of this channel is that viewers are overwhelmingly male and of a similar vintage to myself. Essentially, chaps in their 50s and above. This demographic is also shared by many Beatles fans, so let me just take this opportunity to prompt you to take a PSA test. 1 in 8 men will develop prostate cancer, and it's even more prevalent in black men. A simple blood test that takes just a few minutes can detect the indicators of prostate cancer, as it did in my case, and this can essentially be a lifesaver. So please do consider taking a test or nudging a dad, a brother, a partner to do so themselves. I'll post in the description below a link to Prostate Cancer UK, where you can find out all you need to know about testing and support. Some of my friends that I've highlighted a few minutes ago will be joining me on the next video on the channel, when we'll be reconvening the Revolver Round Table to pick over Beatles topics of interest, and if there's anything that you'd like us to consider and have a chat about, then please drop me a line in the comments below. There really has been some tremendous feedback to the channel of late. I'm very grateful for that, and also a nice increase in the number of subscribers, but those infamous analytics that I can review do indicate that some of you haven't yet subscribed. So if you do appreciate the content here on the channel, then please do consider pushing that subscribe button. Watch out for the Revolver Round Table coming next weekend, but until then, it's bye for now.